We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 13th podcast. Tonight, we're gonna sit down with the lovely, most humbling person I know, and probably the weirdest, spookiest person I know. We got Andrew B. Bolin. Andrew B. Bolin. How you be Bolin? And, how's what going? You alright? Andrew B. Bolin.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
No.
I think that there's a lot going on when it comes to smelling like yogurt. So, Andrew, how are you doing this evening, bud?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good. Now, what are we gonna...
Speak about. What are we going to speak about? What is tonight's episode? What are we doing?
Conspiracy theories.
Oh God, fucking conspiracy. Oh God, Andrew, you're going to talk about conspiracies? Tell me about it. Oh, do you believe in conspiracies, Andrew?
No.
Why not, bud? That shit's fucking bonkers, bro.
They're just like aliens. They're fake.
No, they're not. You're not having an open fucking mind.
Isn't it said if you have an open mind, aliens will take it over?
That's why I have my aluminum hat, man. I actually threw it away. It was look, make my mask look stupid. But yeah, I had one for shits and giggles, for a show. But lovely conspiracy guys. I'm scared.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are. They're iffy.
They're a little iffy.
So
spooky.
with my conspiracy theories, I'm gonna stay in the, demonic paranormal realm. You go wherever you want with yours.
Okie dokie.
It's just there's just some stuff that just like people disappear for.
Right. Like the government
Jeffrey
stuff?
Epstein.
Yes, and he just learned about Jeffrey Epstein last night, and that is a fucked individual. Sex trafficking is not a great thing.
No, not at all.
But those stuff are real. He's been through hell and back, and literally dead in his cell. See that?
Yeah. That's the only part I actually heard about.
Yeah.
But then I kept hearing everybody talking about him, and I'm like, why is this dude still relevant? And then I learned so much more.
Why isn't he relevant?
I don't know.
It's.
I didn't know nothing about him.
But isn't that weird?
The only thing I knew was that he hung himself in a jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know why he went to jail. At one point, somebody said it was Hillary Clinton that did it, or Kamala Harris, or some shit like that.
I can see something go along. I can see that, because I don't think he died the way he died at all. Because
I mean, in all reality, did he deserve to die?
yes,
We're good.
yes, yeah, I do.
Are the Island Boys his son?
That's a conspiracy. That's not really a conspiracy. That's also a conspiracy. Why? Yeah, it's weird. Another conspiracy that I believe in, and then we'll get into the ones that you are starting to read, is we had to think about it yesterday or last night. That my conspiracy is that this goes for a lot of people that listen to the show, and if you do believe, cool, thank you. If you don't believe, cool, thank you. I believe that the moon landing was fake. I think during that time when they were racing to the moon, they filmed it all. Everything was filmed. The see who can get to the moon first. But that's been a conspiracy for fuck since the day it happened. I want to believe that we've landed on the moon, but a lot of the stuff is video, like we talked about yesterday. Everything's he said, she said shit. But I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody will know. So yeah.
The moon landing was real.
How was it not real? How was it real?
I was there.
What year did the moon landing happen? Look dead at me. Don't look at your phone. Don't Google it. What year?
I'm eating my pizza rolls.
No, that's an excuse.
Why are you looking it up?
Because I'm going to give you an answer. Because I don't know.
It's 1984.
1984. A little lower. It has the favorite number in it. 69. 1869.
I was going to say 66.
Yeah, but just think, dude. Back in 1969, if it was real, they launched 2 men. 2 fucking men. Which was Neil Armstrong and Edwin Aldrin, a.k.a. Buzz. Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Became the first humans to begin to walk on the moon. July 16th, 1969. They filmed it a week before, and then as soon as the day happened, they waited a few days, and then on July 16th, they posted the video.
Okay, so why would they fake it?
It's a race to the moon.
Huh?
Race to the moon. All right. 1969, race to the moon. This, it says right here in 1969, July 20th, this secured a victory for America in the space race with a television landing witness around the world. 723 million people watched it. During the late 60s, they had a thing of racing to the moon. Every country was involved.
Yeah, I was completely lost where you were saying that. I was like, who the hell are we racing? I forgot we all got to show who's bigger. And
yeah, so that's why. Now, if there was no race or whatever, I'd believe 100% that the moon landing was real. But since there was a race to the moon with other countries, and we got number 1, we filmed it. Hollywood, dude. Hollywood was getting big back then in the day. You know, special effects.
I have seen a rocket. Yeah.
No, the rockets
from NASA.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, when you were down in Florida?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Right before they shut it down or whatever.
That's cool. That's really cool. But I believe that we're shooting stuff into space now, 100%. But back in 1969, that's a little iffy. Because, dude,
Yeah.
it's just iffy to create shit like that. And it's like Apollo 11.
If we did that in 69, then there should be no reason why we shouldn't have hover cores and shit.
Yeah, I just don't think the technology was just there yet.
There should be $100 to ride to the moon by now.
Yeah. And especially with their space suit. It's like, come on. But who knows, dude? Maybe.
Yeah, you're right. How did they know what
the moon
to
looked
wear?
like. Yeah, because supposedly they went and, you know, I don't even, when was the first space station? When was the first space
1949.
ST? Okay, so here we go. Are you ready? April 19th in 1960, during the race to the moon, the Soviets began to build hardware that in the 1970s became the world's first space station. On April 19th, 1971, the Soviet Union launched the world's first space station, the Salute. So here's the thing. They launched people into the moon before there were space stations. How did they know what space was about when there was no space stations yet? So that's when your brain starts going. So you're telling me 2 men walked on the moon in 1969. 3 years before the space station.
I don't understand how they knew what to wear.
Because they didn't go up there yet. They didn't go up there yet. They haven't been up there yet. It is impossible. They just didn't you know what? I'm going to go to space. Hold on, boys.
And then they went to Universal Studios instead.
See, that's the thing. Once your brain starts going, you're like, wait a minute. You're doing something wrong, mister. You're a fake. You're a big phony. That's Americans. We're fucking phonies. The government's out to get us. They're going to kill us all.
Don't say that.
So that's my conspiracy. Andrew, what are your spooky little conspiracies that you have been doing a little research on?
So there was one that happened in the late 80s, early 90s. I guess it was a huge thing. I guess it wasn't just for a couple people they had spoke about it. It was something that swept the United States for that time period. It's called the Satanic Panic.
The Satanic Panic?
Yeah.
Oh.
So let me unfreeze. Okay. So it's claimed to be the mass media, the longest prolonged mass media scare in history.
And this was during the 1980s and 1990s?
Yeah. So perhaps the most... This isn't what I was reading earlier. Anyway, we'll go off of it anyway. So the most common misunderstanding about satanic panic, the societal fear of the occult that troubled the U.S. and other parts of the world throughout the 1980s and into the early 90s, is that it never ended.
What?
One of the most famous prolonged mass media scares in history, satanic panic, was characterized at its peak by fearful media depictions of godless teenagers and the deviant music and media they consumed. This in turn led to a number of high-profile criminal cases with so-called satanic ritual abuse, a rash of false allegations made against daycare centers in the 80s, with the case of the West Memphis 3 in the 90s. in which 3 teenagers whose wrongful conviction on homicide charges was based on little more than suspicion over their goth lifestyles. So, I mean, this isn't the one that I actually was reading earlier. I was reading this one. So what caught my focus was it asks, when you think about activities commonly seen at a preschool, what do you think of?
Say that again.
When you think about activities commonly seen at a preschool, what do you think of?
Kickball.
Naps, games,
Yeah.
Play-Doh sculptures.
Yeah.
But in the 1980s, what about boiling and eating babies? Daycare centers engaging in satanic rituals were widely circulated and readily believed in the 1980s in the U.S.
In the U.S. of A.
It was a phenomenon. The satanic panic was a phenomenon that swept North America, and at the height of the craze, you basically couldn't open the newspaper or turn on the news without hearing about subliminal messages hidden in rock music, pagan symbols and cartoons, or criminal trials involving teachers engaging in human sacrifice. People went to jail for years based on little more than a widespread rumor that the devil's minions were corrupting and sometimes devouring children. The mass hysteria grew to include Oprah, the Smurfs, and even McDonald's.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. So, it was a mixture of urban legends, unqualified experts, and an overzealous media. And while no babies were actually eaten, satanic panic still managed to ruin a lot of lives.
So you're telling me in like daycares and like, oh, I got a sharp pain in my back. Oh, God, it hurts. You're telling me that in the 1800s, not 1800s, the 1980s and 90s, people believed that people at daycare were boiling babies?
Yeah, I guess, man.
And that's a thing?
But they blame the satanic panic on movies like the 1971 movie. Do you know what movie came out in the 1971?
The Exorcist.
Yeah. The Omen, the Amityville Horror,
Yeah.
Charles Manson,
Helter
Ritualized
Skelter.
Evil didn't seem that far-fetched.
71 is when Helter Skelter came out?
I have no idea.
Huh.
I didn't say nothing about Helter Skelter.
You said Charles Manson. That's Helter Skelter.
No, it's just what it's blaming it on was thanks to figures like Charles Manson, The Exorcist in 1971, films like The Omen and the Amityville Horror followed. Placing the focus squarely on paranormal events that use religious iconography to make their stories more believable. Haunted hamburgers. So the whole McDonald's thing, why they believe McDonald's was in the ritual. One of the most common myths during the height of satanic panic was the idea that family-friendly corporations were secretly in league with the devil. These urban legends actually predate. Michelle remembers in some cases, and the earliest victims may have been Ronald McDonald. In October 1978, McDonald's felt compelled to publicly announce the franchise founder, Ray Kroc, was not a financial supporter of the Church of Satan.
Okay.
I would say that's okay, right?
Yep, and we're about to get into a subject that's going to be really touchy. So this will I don't think anything will happen to us because we talked about it on the other show about this one, and I got cut off, but it's whatever. I'm going to say it.
Don't you say it.
I'm going to. 9/11 was rigged. I don't think the terrorists did that. I think that George W. Bush had files in the Twin Towers, and he needed to get rid of them quick. The planes, that's a touchy one. It's a hard one. But I think that 9/11 was a hoax. 100%. George Bush caused 9/11. I'm just being real. I don't think we were attacked. We were fighting for money and wealth. A country had oil, and we won it. So we got it. Then we went to war with that country. So, yeah, hands down. I don't believe any of that. How you like them apples?
It happened,
It
but
happened.
you don't believe that it was the the so-claimed terrorists did it.
Yeah.
Or they might have, but you're saying Bush paid them off.
No, not really. I think we had our own team do it. We did it to ourselves. We're in fight with our own country. We are in technically.
I don't see that.
No. Then though, because I think
Yeah, he had money though. Why would he sacrifice his own people when he could just be like, here?
That's what we're doing.
Here's some
right
country
now
we don't
with,
fucking care.
population control when it comes to
Well, hold on,
large-
think about it. How much money did they get off the Iraqi war?
A lot of fucking money, dude. You look at all the oil they've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he definitely paid them.
So definitely like the same thing with like Biden. Biden shut off all the pipelines because he knows in other countries there's oil. So we're gonna basically take from them when we're trillions of dollars in debt. So we'd rather, not use our oil that we have, but we're gonna use someone else's. And also, in matter of fact, we're gonna be asking them for money, and then we're giving money away that we can't, give other people.
Yeah, we'll give it to other countries, not the United States, though.
Yeah, fuck this country.
Oh no! Just
So, not like physically fuck this country, but to them they're saying basically fuck this country. Where'd you go? So, anyways, so that's why I try. That's my belief in all that. Hate me, sorry, but that's just I don't believe in that. I also don't think that there's just too much stuff I believe in. I believe in a lot of conspiracies, but anyways, a weird conspiracy is the lovely Blue Beam Project. It is, it's honestly pretty scary when it comes to the Blue Beam Project. Light from from the sky. Burp.
what are you looking up? You talking about the beam?
The beam from the sky, Andrew.
Then it's not real.
It's probably not. I'm not even gonna get into that. All right, what are your other conspiracies, Andrew? Sorry if I got off the little subject. I know that's a touchy one.
I don't know, man. I'm not really a conspiracy theorist.
I'm not either.
I'm
You're a facts kind of guy.
yeah. Like Stargate.
What about Y2K?
Y2K.
Yeah, 'cause that's a
man.
touchy one.
I was 3 years old.
Y2K, they thought that everything was going to be really hard because in 1999, every number was going to change.
Yeah.
So they
Said
were
the
like,
same.
so they thought in the systems that everything was going to malfunction and shut down because of the year 2000, and there's a whole other bunch of stuff. I didn't believe that. That's just stupid.
I think with technology today, if they were to make a craze out of Y2K again, something would happen.
Oh yeah.
Like the power grid would shut off or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think that with whatever we're doing and how we're doing it, we have no control.
I think the purge is going to happen. And you said you don't, but I really do think that's going to happen.
I don't think
dude.
there's going to be a purge, but I also I do think that there is going to be a another civil war. Basically, we the people are going to be facing the government. That's what I think.
No, I don't think.
I
it's gonna
hope it
happen.
doesn't happen that way.
I don't think it's happening because
We are
like,
in,
we the people
we are
as
in,
Americans that actually understand the Constitution and all the rights and all that shit. I think we're just sick of it, and we're ready to go off grid.
we're ready to be we the people. But right now it's not we the people, it's we the government. So when it comes down to that, with technology, why don't they fucking talk about ghosts? Why do they always say that the government, the people, the news? Why don't they say shit like that? And it's always
talk about
around
ghosts?
spooky season. It's not fair.
I don't know.
But that's why I am not really a skeptic. I think I'm a little bit more the more we talk about this. I'm kind of up there with it. I'm kind of up there. Another fun conspiracy is what, Andrew?
Fun conspiracy?
No, scary.
The fucking gremlin shake
The
killing people.
That wasn't a conspiracy. That was a TikTok trend.
It was
It was a straight up TikTok trend.
I was straight up scared to drink one of them motherfuckers.
No,
dude.
you weren't.
I swear to God.
Oh my lord, why?
I don't know. All I know is it gives you diabetes.
I know that thing made my poop turn fucking green.
Did you try it?
It wasn't bad. And I'm not dead. And I didn't have a stomach ache. It just turned my poop green. I've learned when I went on to the bachelor party in Kentucky that if you eat anything purple, your poop will be green.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Let's see here.
Do you remember the burgers that were the buns were black, and it made your it was just really really dark purple, and it just made your poop green. It was weird. Anything with purple in it will make your poop green. Try it out, guys. Eat all the purple you can, and let's compare poopy colors. Send it to the 13th podcast. Let's see your poop. We're gonna get a bunch of messages like, dude, I ate this purple fucking lollipop and this shit. Check this shit out, and it's like baby poop, like a nasty green.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The New World Order, dude.
The New World Order. Yes, dude. So this is a weird thing. Read this out. This is like common right now.
Read what out?
The New World Order. Because I think that one's a little bit. It's not really a conspiracy. It's a modern conspiracy. 100%. I just think there's a lot of spooky stuff going on around us, guys. Not even paranormal. Everything else when it comes to like our everyday lives that we don't see, it's kind of spooky. But Andrew's going to read off the New World Order to us. And Andrew, be bowling.
I think they're tracking me because my computer's messed up. They're like, oh, no, you're not.
No, you're not, mister.
Yeah.
What's it doing?
It completely froze. Yep. And now it's saying New World Origins.
Whoa, guys, here on the 13th podcast, Andrew is cutting in and out when we just talked about the conspiracies about the government. He's like, nope, let's shut this shit down. Even your microphone. See, this is weird, dude.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I heard you the whole time.
Oh.
Maybe we should get away from the conspiracies.
Huh? So, the New World Order is a conspiracy theory that hypothesizes a secretly emerging totalitarian world government. The common theme in conspiracy theories about a New World Order is that a secretive power elite with a globalist agenda is conspiring to eventually achieve world domination and rule the world through an authoritarian one world government, which will replace sovereign nations. Yeah, that one's dumb. Be honest.
Do you believe in walking fish? I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. What about...
They do. They have a walking catfish.
Yeah, they do. It's weird.
It's an actual species.
It's a little weird. Do you believe in the Wizard of Oz hanging? No.
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of the Wizard of Oz hanging?
No.
They say that there was a dwarf behind the scenes when they were about to sing the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, walking down the Yellow Brick Road. You know that one? Okay. This is a myth. The video of itself is actually pretty eerie, if you want me to be honest with you. But thank you. The film was released 80 fucking years ago. 80 years ago.
Yeah.
That's an old ass movie. So they don't have the actual video no more. It was re-released in 1989 for its 50th anniversary, which is crazy. But they took out the hanging of the dwarf. And guess what, dude? You can get on YouTube right now, and you can see the video of the dude hanging himself in the background. It's really strange. Really, really, really strange. But they say that never happened, and they swept it under the rug, and, you know, that was it. It's because, that's it. So have you ever heard of that?
Nope.
Ever?
Never.
Damn, that's a fun one, dude. Now, going back to the other day's episode, you said that they can... People want a person, you think a person, and I actually agreed to it, but the more I thought about it and I re-listened to the episode, you think that someone's actually summoned a devil?
Yeah.
But how? Like, how, when, and how, like supposedly, well, if the devil's still among this earth, then how is the devil not around this earth no more? Is it because someone fought the devil? Andrew?
Did somebody fight the devil?
Did somebody fight that devil?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh, fucking A, dude. No. I think what happened is that I went up there and I told God, and I said, yo, listen, there's this dude back here on Earth, and he's a real fucking prick. And he keeps on stealing my kids' candy, and I'm getting really tired of this shit. I try to offer him bread, but he just gives me the middle finger and shakes his wiener at me, and I don't like that shit. And he's like, all right, bet, I got you, dude, for real. He's really like that. And that's when, he went down there and I was standing by his side. And I literally, I looked at him and he looked at me. And we both threw the fist of God at him. And we put him back where he belonged. We put that bitch back into place. Got it all on camera. But for some reason, the footage just won't work because it's a corrupt thing. So once it's downloaded, you can probably see it. Are you willing to see it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have it right now, so we're gonna have to pick another day to watch it. But anyways, yeah, that was a great time. But I don't think it happened. What do you think happens when the devil was among us, Andrew?
What do you mean?
What do you think happens when the devil's among us?
Well, I'm not gonna read that.
What'd you look up?
I looked up people who have summoned the devil and what has happened. You want me to read what the dude said?
Yeah.
What came of it?
Yes.
You want me to read the whole article?
If it's super vulgar, no. But if it's...
Okay.
Do it. Send it.
So his name is the Mad Biochemist. I've done everything, but I wish I hadn't. The devil is a relatively modern construct created by humanity in the 6th century by the early Christians. Our word hell is in fact stolen from the Vikings, which in Norse mythology is the name of a female goddess. And she lives in a very cold underworld environment. Not that hot hell of modern times. Satan and the devil have tenuous ties at the best. I have summoned Lucifer, the light bearer, Lilith, the beautiful mother, and a plethora of what you would term demons. Why? I have an innate hatred of monotheistic fascism, hypocrisy, and the horrors of the millions who have died in the name of God. Lucifer is a liberator and the bearer of light. Lilith has many similarities with the goddess Tiamat. Therefore, when I was much younger in the 70s, I set about to summoning them. There are several techniques for summoning. Initially, I tried variations of the Gosha, lucid dreaming, and prayer. However, what really worked was shamanic, trance, induction, using the techniques of the Siberian shaman mixed with breathing exercise and what could be called an asana. Initially, I freaked out as I found myself riding down the spine of a Chinese dragon-like creature, which writhed off into infinity in a tunnel-like construct made of its coils. However, subsequent tries, when I steeled myself, worked. I then found myself not being in the presence of Lucifer. Rather, I was Lucifer. Know thy God, know thyself. What did I get from this? Knowledge. Sex with so many women I have lost count. Joy and pain that most people will never understand, but more than this, I found out who I really am and what this universe really is.
Holy shit.
What?
This sounds like this guy went on a fucking meth binge, dude.
He went on a shroom run.
He went on a fucking shroom run, did like 3 hits of acid on top of like 3 drops of acid, took a bunch of cocaine and snorted a lot of coke, and then just did meth. What? What?
I can't read this one, but hold on.
Beat around the bush.
I can't. I really can't read it. I'm
Okay.
trying to get to a port. Yeah, it's bad.
It's that bad?
It's
It's not worth it. Is it really
Okay.
that bad?
Yes.
What's it involve?
Rape.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll go from here. In my mind, I called out to the bird and plane, "Please, please help me." In that moment, I was surrounded by figures of golden light. They radiated warmth and love. They put their hands into my body. It felt like warm, liquid gold, easing all the pain. I passed out. When I came to, I was in the living room. My golden people are always with me. I think they are with us all. So this is summoning an angel, is what she's going for.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Huh?
What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Continue.
So she started.
Oh,
I'm just gonna read the whole.
if it's bad, don't do it. Send it.
Don't laugh. It's not funny, dude. It's fucked up.
I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing at the
I was attacked when I was 4. A man thrashed me and raped me orally and anally. End it. End it. End it.
And that, no.
Can't do this. I can't read that. I can't read.
But that just shows you. You said end it like that we don't end it. We keep going. Don't read that.
Okay, yeah.
So she was brutally harmed.
Yeah, so I guess she wasn't really trying to summon anything. I guess at a young age she was raped, pretty much. And when she was lying on the ground suffering, she felt herself coming in and out of consciousness. And that's when she had started seeing golden figures around her and felt the warmth of a god or an angel or whatever.
And this is actually after she did her ritual thing? Or a summoning?
Yeah, I guess. Have you ever accidentally summoned a demon? No, but I married one once.
We all been there.
Mm.
Holy shit.
What is the best ritual to summon a real devil or demon?
I don't want to know.
Call my ex-wife, tell her I have her checked.
Whoa, man. So that's what a lot of people, I don't know.
So this woman says, she gets asked, has anyone any experience at demon summoning? What demons did they summon? What methods did they use? And were they able to banish the demon? And she said, it has become a normal part of my spiritual practice. This is a basic and safe procedure in its context. I just... And then she goes on and says, I take full responsibility for any misuse of this.
What?
And then she tells you how to summon it.
She tells you how? Don't say how.
She says it's as complex or simple as you wish.
Okay.
As positive or negative as you wish. Suffering or greater knowledge you choose. Which demons did you summon? Your own are the most accessible. Which methods did you use? Get a mirror, get a candle. Set your intent. Once you can identify and feel the underlying drive, open your eyes and look at the mirror. Try and see that feeling in front of you. Use your face as a framework for a new face. Use the eye that is in the shadow as the point of observation. Nah.
No, I'm good.
Let's go get a mirror.
I'm good. I'm
When
Gucci.
a image stabilized or you know it is the right time, say what you need to say. Ask what you need to ask. Remember, like brings like, as above, so below. The golden rule. Then listen inside yourself for the reply. It is hard to hear a whisper in a thunderstorm of thoughts. When you are done, breathe, write something, stretch, clean up the space, then pull the emergency ripcord or go about your life. An emergency ripcord: have a bowl of salt, something that tastes good like chocolate, something that smells good and scents or perfume, something you can be visually and mentally distracted by, a Netflix video you want to watch, going over to a friend's house, etc. In the event of getting too weird or afterwards you need to decompress, leave the room you were in, maybe go shower, then eat the chocolate. Light some sandalwood incense, put on Netflix while keeping your hand swirling around in the salt bowl.
What's the salt bowl do? Is that like a protecting thing?
Yeah, thus sealing up your sense doors. To the one person out there who will take this leap into esoteric practices, I salute you, wish you many blessings and much personal growth. I've noticed that many answers are full of fear due to lack of experience, technique, or cultural baggage. If one is free from fear, there will be no place for it to be reside in you. Don't bring fear into spiritual practice. Banish, defeat, destroy. See how those terms presuppose conflict. Creates Why is she using such... Any demons are your own.
She's using big words, isn't she?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't... What happens when it happens?
How do I safely summon a minor devil?
A minor devil?
Call the IRS.
So what happens once you summon the devil? Like, what happens after that?
I don't know. But this guy right here is pretty intriguing.
Oh, fuck, dude.
I wanted an iPhone 4. And to bang that redhead across the street.
Is that what he said?
Ended up in Catholic school with a restraining order to stay at least 10 meters away from all females.
Well, he did it all fucking wrong then.
I accidentally summoned the devil. Should I call the police?
Yeah, let's call the police. Let's see what they're gonna do. They're gonna.
The police cannot help you. A good divorce lawyer might be able to help. That's what I did when I found out that I had summoned the devil. Oh, you were talking about Satan? In that case, the police still will not be able to help you. Instead, buy Satan a pepperoni pizza with pineapple. You must fight evil with evil.
I love pineapple pizza.
I think pineapple on pizza is the most amazing pizza there is.
Thank you.
With Italian sausage.
Yes. Italian. You're such an American. I love Italian sausage. Dude, that's nuts, man.
If you were a demon, what would it take to summon you?
Is that a question towards me?
Yeah.
What would it take? A big giant. You have to have the family-size Oreo packs. Lay one line out, a cup of milk. Lay a vape on the ground. Turn on any Halloween franchise movie, and just sit there. And every time somebody attacks or dies, you have to say the word fuck at least 60 times. And then after the 60 times, then you summon Mortus. But you better have
This
that
woman
milk.
said a lobster dinner.
Lobster dinner. Mine's in... you have to have a chill night. Fall, rainy night. It's got to be the perfect night. It has to be on Halloween. Got to be on Halloween. What about you? How would we summon you, Andrew?
Summon me as a demon. Chili cheese fries. And a blowjob.
Is the other person giving a blowjob, or is it like the person pretending to do a blowjob and then you just like appear and the dick's in the mouth?
Yeah, it's like a genie, dude.
So you have to, and then all of a sudden your dick just comes up.
Just straight glizzy, dude.
Yeah, glizzy. The got 3000. Yeah. I'm not gonna summon you.
Why?
Don't want a dick in my mouth.
I like chili cheese fries, though.
I do too, but I might eat those chili cheese fries. Yeah, that I don't know about all that, man. I think that's an interesting topic when it comes to
Yeah, I don't know if I would purposely summon a demon.
purposely.
But I mean, if I accidentally opened a portal,
Yeah.
it can attach to you. I would give it that authority.
What, the demon?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even try. I don't want to try. If I knew somebody that was doing weird stuff like that, to them it's not weird. To me, it's kind of strange. That's a little much. That's a little too real for me. So it's a hard pass with a hard R. Hard.
So if we go to an investigation
Okay.
and it said the only way you'll get activity
Yes.
is if you summon. Are you summoning
Matters. It all matters what I'm summoning.
Bathsheba?
Bathsheba, the one you just talked about? The one with the man that was doing terrible things to women?
No.
Or
the Conjuring woman?
The Conjuring woman. You mean Valak? The nun?
Oh, Bathsheba.
Valak was the nun. And she is fucking terrifying. And I would not
Oh, this
want
is
her.
something different. Never mind. It was something different.
Oh, okay. The answer is probably still going to be no.
Why? I would love for Valak to be here. She is hotter than fuck.
Sure, dude. I mean, if you're into that nun stuff, but I want none of it. So I apologize for that, but no.
I do want to see the nun too.
Oh, I do too.
Only in theaters.
Yeah, it'll be on Amazon Prime here soon. I've been avoiding the trailers like I do with everything.
I haven't watched the trailers either. Cheyenne says she did.
We watched Halloween Ends again.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb. But it's
Halloween's just all the way dumb.
Yep, it's so stupid.
Just like Aliens.
Mm-hmm. If Michael Myers
And Pontiac vibes.
I hate vibes. If Michael Myers was not in the movie Halloween Ends, it'd be a good movie by itself. But since it was a Halloween movie and it was labeled as a Halloween movie, it was by far the dumbest Halloween movie out there. Because Michael Myers should not get his ass beat. Don't get me wrong, it was good, but it wasn't a Halloween movie.
It's the dumbest one?
I mean, if you want to get back to the older ones, those are some of them are rough, but I follow 78, 18, 2020.
No.
Yeah, 21. I think it was 21, and then 2022.
I think they were all good other than Exhibits. Or, Bustas.
You didn't like Halloween Resurrection? I
No.
loved Halloween Resurrection.
It was stupid.
Okay. That's cool. I really enjoyed the Rob Zombie ones. Those were good. The second one was a little iffy, but it was still a good movie. Like the gore and the blood and the murders in it. Those were fun.
Yeah, the only thing that he grunted.
He grunted and they were.
And he ran, didn't he?
I don't remember. I haven't seen it in a long time.
I think in 2 he
I
ran.
think he did too. And there was a woman. There was Sarah Moon. Sarah Moon. Jesus Christ. Rob Zombie's wife. I can't ever think of her name. I always think of her name, but I can't. Yeah, but anyways, her, Jesus, I can't even think of her freaking name. Sarah Moon. But Rob Zombie's wife, she was on a white horse wearing a white dress. As Judith, as his mom. What's her name? Something Moon.
Sherry Moon.
Sherry Moon. There it is. Jesus. Ugh. Yeah, but I mean, I thought those were great films. I think Rob Zombie makes some pretty interesting films. I loved The Munsters. A lot of people hated The Munsters, but I loved it.
See it.
It wasn't a scary movie. It was a PG movie. Rob Zombie's first PG movie, and it was good. It was spooky enough. It was rock-and-rollish, rocking. It was good. I enjoyed it. The nostalgia of it was nice. But they just don't make horror movies like they used to. I liked how Rob Zombie tried to make like a cult classic horror movie, but he died. Like Lords of Salem. You ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah, that's a fucked one.
Yeah,
That's a really fucked one.
I think Rob Zombie's awesome, dude.
I do too. I was very, very excited when I saw him live at Incarceration in 2021, right after the pandemic, and that was best. That was a badass show. You know, I got to see Johnny Five up on stage, fucking rocking out with Rob Zombie. Dope.
Who's that?
The lead guitarist of Rob Zombie. Now he plays with Motley Crue. I think he does both, Rob Zombie and Motley Crue. But Johnny Five was also one of the lead guitarists of Marilyn Manson. But he also said that Marilyn Manson was just a weird fucking dude, period. He's a weird fucking dude. He looks like my aunt. But yeah, that was a fun weekend. I got to see like Slipknot, Mudvayne.
I don't know who that is.
And probably not. But just you know who Slipknot is?
I know.
Yeah, you do.
They're dumb.
Andrew, no, they're not. But yeah, fucking horror movies, man. I love them. They're great. They're spooky, and I can't get enough of it. So, do you have
Other
any-
than Halloween, what's your favorite one?
other than Halloween? That's a good question. If I had to pick between three, either Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Jason, or Ghostface, probably. If I want to go to gory, go Texas Chainsaw Massacre. But if I want to be having fun and enjoying, I'd go to Ghostface.
Yeah.
Not a big fan of Freddy Krueger. I like the fact that he's a smart ass, and his story's crazy.
It's better than Jason Voorhees.
Wait, what?
It's better.
Better than Jason Voorhees?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jason's overrated. I know that sucks to say it like that because
I think it goes Michael, Ghostface, Freddy, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Chucky.
Pinhead.
No.
Have you watched the Pinhead movies?
Way back in the day.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
They're all great.
I think they're all dumb.
Well, hold on. They're all great, especially the new one that just came out. I think last year or the year before. Honestly, the newest one was great, but it's not a slasher. I don't think Hellraiser, any of the Hellraiser movies are slashers. I think
The only thing I remember is the dude having nails in his head or some shit.
it pins, and
I don't even know what he does. I can't remember.
he's like a dominatrix of torture, dude. He tortures people very, very violently.
So worse than Hostel.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
So he's in the same realm as Soul.
Mm.
'Cause I wouldn't consider Soul as a slasher.
No.
That's torture.
That's torture. Yeah, dude. I need to get you over to the house. I was introduced a movie, and it's by far the goriest movie I've ever witnessed because it is very, very. Hold on.
He's texting me to shut my mouth, guys.
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. Okay. American guinea pig. Where'd you go?
I was cleaning off my lens.
Oh boy. Where the hell's it at? Blood. Guts. And gore. Okay, Andrew. This movie is it's all about a satanic ritual where they kidnap two religious females. They drug them with these antidotes and a shit ton of LSD, where they are aware of the situation, but they're technically unconscious. They're awake and they can feel every little pain. And it's basically one person and like 2 or 3 other camera guys with like an old school camera, and they are dissecting the human body in a very, very, very violent way. And it looks super real because of the camera footage and how they do things. And they are it's a really tough movie to watch, but it's worth watching. So
What's it called?
American Guinea Pig.
Oh,
Bouquet of Guts and Gore. I'm watching the trailer right now. It's oh man, you see everything.
sounds dumb.
Okay. Well, after we get done watching it, I think that you won't say it's dumb anymore.
I probably will.
You won't. I know you won't. How do I know that? Because I said the same thing. I definitely said the same thing. So that'd be a fun little night to watch. Yeah, they also make other films called Songs of Solomon, which is another crazy movie that is very detailed and has to do with
Rob Zombie movie.
Huh?
What's the top Rob Zombie movie?
What is the top Rob Zombie movie?
Yeah.
Through My Eyes? Fucking House of a Thousand Corpse.
Yep.
That's where he made his money, dude. House of a Thousand Corpse was a fucking game changer of horror movies.
What did you think of 31?
Loved 31. Loved every moment of it. I probably watched it with Steve probably about 1,000 times, and I still can't get enough of it. Oh, man. But I'm going to wrap this up on the 13th podcast. Andrew, do you have anything to say to these lovely people on the Goblins and Ghouls?
Stay spooky, everybody.
Yeah, stay spooky.
Get ready for this spooky season coming up.
It's already here, dude. All right, guys. So this is Mortus. This is Andrew B. Bowen. And this is the 13th podcast. See you guys.
We found parts of the bodies all over the house, in places you wouldn't think. The funny thing is the heads have never been found. Hands and feet and things like that. But no heads.